Yo, what's good guys? In today's video, I'll be doing a pilot kind of video for a new series being the forgotten martial arts within the PTJ universe. Today's video will cover old school Taekkyon, a martial art focusing on fluid and dynamic foot movement while containing both hand and feet techniques. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So, the first part is, why is Taekkyon forgotten? Taekkyon is really, instead of being a martial art, an intangible asset of the Korean government. Therefore, it's not practiced to the same extent as mainstream martial arts such as Taekwondo. And this is exacerbated by the fact that post-Korean War in the 1950s, there was only one surviving Taekkyon master being Son Deok-chi. However, prior to this, Taekkyon was a popular martial art in both the upper and lower classes of Korea, being rivaled by Oni Sisirium. This is evident through Stuart Cullen's book, Korean Games, which describes the Dano Festival, where the Gyeolyeon Taekkyon was being held, which is similar to like running a gauntlet in today's world. And this proves the popularity of Taekkyon, as really, it's like the equivalent to what the Olympics is like with sports like Judo, Karate, and Taekwondo, in the modern day. Now, part 2, Fundamentals. Taekkyon's fundamentals are as follows. So first off, you have Pompalki, which means footwork, and this is unique as it's in a triangular form, and this almost looks a bit like a dance. And this is kind of like dancing the quick step, and this leads to continued advancing and retreating, and this can be seen in like a similar to like the pendulum step in boxing. As well as this, there is its deceptive arm movements, which is a word I can't pronounce, so I'm going to put on screen, and this is done through expanding shoulders naturally, and this is then harmonized with the aforementioned footwork. This can be used either for improving the alertness of one's body, distracting an opponent when going for a counter, but is most commonly used defensively to block or catch an opponent's blow. Imagine this with a modern day martial art. It's forgotten, but imagine this in combination with like boxing, jiu-jitsu, something like that. Let me you guys know what ideas you have for what people could implement Taekkyon in the real world. Part 3. The penultimate part. Techniques. Taekkyon has a variety of interesting techniques. This is because it utilizes a wide variety of techniques including kicks, hands, knees, elbow strikes, pressure point attacks, throws, joint locks, headbutts, and grapples. So basically everything. An example of this can be seen through kicks such as kaksul and pai kaksul, while strikes are similar to that of Taekwondo, except fighters utilize the footwork to add more power to their blows. Now, the final part. Who in the PTJ universe uses it, and how well do they apply it? Well, I'm gonna let you guys guess. So pause the video, and try and think of someone who you think may use this. A little clue, it's not in lookism. The main example within PTJ is Kim Soo-hyun, from Questism, or Quest Supremacy. I don't even know what we call it anymore. This can be seen when he unlocks the card to be able to use all of its techniques, and later when he ascends and is given his own unique version dubbed as the True Taekkyon. Soo-hyun utilizes these techniques effectively and pretty much shows a formidable copy and paste of the pre-1950s Taekkyon. His strength is evident through him beating both the East and the South, and now is taking out multiple top-level fighters from the North. And his main style is Taekkyon because, well, he doesn't have any cards, and the interesting thing is, he chose to use Taekkyon and get rid of other skills like boxing. And I think, and I'm going this complete from memory, so don't 100% trust this, but he said because it's a forgotten technique, people don't know as much how to counter it, and that is another major strength of it. And it's a bit of a shame that it is forgotten, because it is a really strong martial art, and if it was applied more, I would really like to see it in the Olympics, in MMA. I think it'd be really, really interesting. And before I go to the outro, I want to ask you guys one question, and I know I already mentioned this, so I'm just going to rephrase this, but what combination with Taekkyon do you think could make an extremely strong martial art? So I've talked about Judo and Muay Thai with Vasco, so I want you guys to come up with ideas in the comments, and I will do a build or bust of that combination, and we'll give a shout out to whoever comes up with the best one. So that's all we have time for in today's video, where I explain the forgotten martial art of Taekkyon. I just want to quickly say that this video is not a power scaling video like some of my other ones assessing the strength. It's merely just assessing a forgotten martial art and why it's forgotten, why it's strong or how it could be strong, and who uses it. So thank you guys, and as always, have a great week. Peace.